Hey buds, it's Cheshire Wolf, and today we're doing something a little different. This is going to be possibly the stupidest video that I've done on this channel, but, you know, we all have fun here. We all have fun here. I'm having fun here. I don't know why I'm doing this. No one told me to do this. Like, no one asked for this. What we are going to be doing today is I have the Metal Gear Solid wiki here, and we're going to be going down every single character, and I'm going to be rating them in terms of attractiveness. Critical information number one is that I've never played a Metal Gear Solid game in my life. I don't know anything. The extent of my knowledge is there's a character named Solid Snake who's in Smash. I don't know if he has any relation with Snake Plissken aside from just looking exactly the same. Also, Hideo Kojima, the dude who made the games, is like super gay for Mads Mikkelsen. Now, me as a person, I appreciate people. I think that people are attractive sometimes I don't. So I think that I'm a very good judge of attractiveness. So we're going to be rating all of these characters on a scale of 1 through 10. 10 being like the most perfect Aphrodite Adonis looking motherfucker you've ever seen, and 1 being Ted Cruz. 1 is Ted Cruz. Disclaimer 2 is that I don't know anything about these characters, which means if I make some horrible error, some blunder, oh, I rated this character an 8, but this character is a genocidal fascist who killed X and X. Not my fault. I'm judging this purely on appearance. I know nothing about the lore. Without further ado,
let's get into it.
First up, we got Donald Anderson. Donald Anderson, he looks like a guy that I would see at my local Mills Fleet Farm. He's just like an average dude, but he's not unattractive, you know?
He's a perfectly handsome young man.
You know, those overalls, the jacket. This is a man very hardworking, and I like that in a man. I'm gonna give this dude a solid 7. This is an attractive man, nothing too ridiculous out of the ordinary, but definitely on the more attractive side of the spectrum. Next up, we got Kenneth Baker. With these images in general, I've tried to find more body shots if I can, and more like recent games if I can, so the graphics are a little less blocky. I could only find this kind of graphic for this dude. He looks like the fucking Stay Puffed guy from the end of Ghostbusters. This man is not attractive. This man gets a 2. He's not like the bottom of the barrel, but I mean, he's horrifying. He doesn't have eyes. He's just some bald old dude. I'm not into it. Next up, we got Big Boss, and I swear that this dude is Solid Snake. He looks like Solid Snake. He's got the eye patch and the haircut and the bandana, but he's not Solid Snake. He's someone else. Someone we've never seen before. Clearly a very attractive guy. I'm not a huge fan of the mustache, but, you know, he pulls it off. The eye patch, you know, he's clearly a badass. He knows how to handle his weapon, if you know what I mean. He's got kind of the puffy hair. He's got some swag to him. So, you know, now that I look at him, why does he have frown lines in his bandana? Are his wrinkles so deep that they're pulling the fabric of the bandana down with them? A slight amount of body horror means that I have to put this dude at a 6. We got Matt Campbell, but he has no picture. There's a few of these guys who don't have any pictures, so obviously they get a N/A for not having pictures, but I'm still going to mention them, because otherwise you're going to be like, oh, you left out Weeble Scorebowl, who's in the 5th game, who never shows up but is mentioned in one text diary. Next up is Roy Campbell. I don't know if there's any relation to Matt Campbell, but this guy, he's just like an old white man politician looking dude. Let's be real, he kind of uggo. He doesn't really have anything going for him. He's so perfectly average looking. I'll give him the fact that he's a human person. I really can't give him more than a 2. He gets a 2 from me. Next up is Carlos Esmeralda, who my little research says that he never actually showed up in a game. He was a cut character who is gonna show up. Knowing so little about him, this is the only image that I was actually able to find of him. He looks like Vampire Hunter D, which is a plus in my book. Also has like the long hair going on, which like, I'm kind of liking that. I mean, with only this little image to go off of, I'm still going to give this man a 6. What I can see in the headshot is promising, so he gets a 6. Next up is Charles de Gaulle, who was a real person. He was actually like a French president. I morally feel weird rating the attractiveness of a real historical figure. I'm gonna write this guy a not applicable. I know I'm being hypocritical because I said that Ted Cruz was a 1. I would argue that Ted Cruz is in some ways a fictional character because of the Zodiac Killer being so often used in fictional stories. He becomes an honorary fictional character. It's a morally gray area, so I'm just gonna toss it out. Next is Decoy Octopus, and I got a question. What are the names of this game? Like, they're always like weird animal names. It's always like fucking hidden armadillo or covert ground sloth. It's never something normal. He does look like an octopus who's pretending to be a human. He looks like Octodad. I'm not into it. He looks greasy. He looks slimy. He's gonna be my first 1. He gets a 1. Next up is DRAGO Petrovich Madnar. What a name. These characters have the most fucking bumping ass names I've ever heard of. So this guy, I mean, he looks like Einstein. He looks like Dr. Wily. If you're into the whole old crazy haired scientist dude with a lab coat on, maybe he's doing something for you. I'm not really a fan of that whole thing. He's old. He has a mustache. I mean, he's not repulsive, so I guess he's gonna get like a 3, but he's nothing special. Next up is EMMERICH, the Manhattan Project scientist. The only image I could find was this grainy ass fucking photograph. He doesn't look awful. It's hard to tell if he looks like anything aside from just a blurry little man with glasses. He gets a 3. Next up is Hal Emmerich. Now Hal Emmerich here, he's got the fucking popped collar. He's got the turtleneck, rimless glasses, kind of a look. He looks like a librarian going to a night on the opera, you know? Like his wife has just taken him out to the opera, but he doesn't own any suits because he's a librarian and he can't afford any, so he's just like, I'm gonna put on my nicest turtleneck, wear my fucking corduroy jacket, I'll do my little e-boy middle part. He's nothing special. He's just so astonishingly mediocre. I'm sorry if I'm like insulting your faves, by the way. I'm kind of roasting all these guys. He's gonna get a 5. He's perfectly bland, average, middle of the road. Next up is GENOLA or Mecha GENOLA. They're giant clone robots or something. I tried not to read too much about the lore because I didn't want to influence myself. They're big, weird, pasty, white guys. Again, the Stay Puft Marshmallow comes to mind, and I don't know why Metal Gear is making me think so much of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Are these even people? Are they even alive? I question a lot of things here. It's gonna be a no from me. They're gonna get a 1. It's gonna be 1. I don't like him. I don't like him. Next up is Gray Fox. Unlike all the other characters so far, this guy's, I don't know if he's wearing power armor or if he's just literally an android, but either way, I'm kind of into it. He's got the katana going on. He's all streamlined. He's got kind of a Deathstroke vibe to him. You cannot debate that this guy is cool. He's gonna be an 8 because he's just a cool streamlined design and robots are sexy. He gets an 8. Next up is Jim Houseman. I mean, he's just a guy. He's just a guy. Just like a loaf of bread, you know? There's nothing great, nothing bad. He gets a 4, I guess. Next up is Naomi Hunter, and I just realized now that it took 14 characters for there to be one woman. I'm not throwing any shade here, but it makes you think. She is a perfectly attractive lady. Got style, got the popped collar, got the kind of the wavy, the little emo hair in the eyes. A thumbs up for me, gets a thumbs up for me. I'm gonna give her also an 8. Her and Cyborg Dude tie. Next we have Naomi Hunter original, because apparently the last Naomi Hunter stole the identity of the original. Also says her identity was stolen by the foster sister of Gray Fox. So I just happened to rate the 2 siblings higher than anyone else. Whatever family that is, they're doing something right. And here's Naomi Hunter's parents, but they're like the original Naomi Hunter, maybe? I'm not even gonna touch the lore. Also no picture. They get no rating, just like the original Naomi Hunter. An A for both of them. Next up, we got Kazuhira Miller. Now this dude, I'm sorry, his fucking mullet. His fucking comb back blonde mullet. fucking bolo tie. Army dude, but his mom dressed him. He thinks he's so cool with his aviators, his little shiny watch. He looks like such a fucking tool. Just looking at this guy, I know that he would be so full of himself. There's something really unappealing about him to me. He's not like the worst, but he gets a 4. Next up, we got Mei Ling. The franchise has more than one woman. That's crazy. Women's rights. Thank you, women. I like her facial structure. I like the hair, the captain's hat. Get the idea that she's like a pilot or something, which is cool. Got a nice nose. I'm gonna give her a 9. This character is very attractive. I like her a lot. Then we got Liquid Snake. And again, I have to question the naming conventions of this game. We got Solid Snake. We got Liquid Snake. Is it Solid Snake like after he gets wet? What is the lore here? He looks like kind of like a weird John Constantine kind of dude. He's just kind of ugly. Maybe it's the art style, but he looks really uggo to me. He gets a 2. Next up is Liquid Snake's Pentagon Spy. Remember, I'm doing all the characters. There's no picture. I cannot judge. He gets NA. Miller's Assassin. It's an assassin who killed Kazuhira Miller, who, if you remember, was the dude that his mom put a bolo tie on him. He gets a NA because there's no picture of him. Next up is the Next Generation Special Forces, or Genome Soldiers. There's a bunch of them. They're just dudes, they're soldiers. I can't really judge all of them as a whole because it would have to be on an individual basis, but I'm gonna give them a flat 2 across the board unless anyone specifically stands out. Next up, we get Paramedic. I don't really get the army jacket with the like long bow tie look. I just not a huge fan. She's fine. She's got nice hair. Nothing really stands out. She's just kind of like your average, conventionally attractive white woman. She gets a 5. Hey, there's nothing wrong with average. C's get degrees, kids. C's get degrees. Next up is the President of the United States. Like all of them. I'm not gonna judge all the presidents. That's a video idea. File that as a possibility. Okay, so I'm seeing popular pages. None of... There are characters here who did not show up in the categories here. Okay, I'm gonna open these guys and we'll get to them later. I don't know why some of them just don't show up, even if I go to the S category. There's no Samuel Armstrong. So I might be missing. If I'm missing your favorite Metal Gear Solid character, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I will just reply to your comment and rate them there if I missed them in this video. I'm serious. If I missed a character that you want me to rate, leave a comment. I'll rate it in the comments. Cool. Samuel Armstrong. I mean, he looks like human Thanos. You know, he's even kind of got the butt chin going on. I can appreciate a beautiful muscle boy, but this man, he may be a muscle boy, but beautiful he is not. I'm just not a fan. Just not a fan. He looks like he took so many steroids that he turned into a supervillain. He's not doing it for me, guys. He's gonna get a 2. The more I look at him, the more uncomfortable I get. So we're gonna move on. Then we got Samuel Rodriguez, another person who wasn't on the list. He's kind of got the whole robot vibe going on. He's got like the Winter Soldier arm. He's got a katana, which is cool. And I do like his man bun. He's got fucking hips. Man does not skip leg day. I never skip leg day. There's just something about him that I don't like. I mean, he's not bad. He gets a 7 for the hips. Next up is Psycho Mantis. I do know a little bit about him. There is some like fourth wall breaking thing where he showed up and he was like talking to you in real life and your controller would vibrate or something. I kind of like the bondage outfit he's got going on. The fucking like arm warmers, the like scene kid arm warmers going on, and the gas mask. It's kind of a look. Can anyone say skinny queen? But he's got a little muscle going on. He's got those beefy shoulders. He's a 9. He's an easy 9. And Psycho Mantis's parents, who don't have a picture, but nice to know that the dude got parents. N/A for them, of course. Next up, we got Raiden, who also wasn't on the list of our characters for some reason. Now this dude, wait a minute. I'm sorry. What, do we have a fucking metal thong going on here? Metal thong alert in the chat? Okay. He's got claws on his feet. He's got a fucking big ass katana. I feel like he's trying a little too hard. White emo boy haircut, the glowing eyes. Does he have high heels? Motherfucker has high heels, clawed high heels. I'm a little stunned by this one. I can't say I'm too into him, but he is undeniably attractive. How can I give him any less than an 8? Dude comes out in fucking high heels and a thong. It would be just mean. It would be bullying to give him less than an 8. Next up, we got Revolver Ocelot, another fucking stupid ass animal name. Dude looks like an Old West cowboy. If you told me this guy was from Red Dead Redemption, I'd believe you. 100% I would believe you. I wouldn't even hesitate. I do like me a cowboy. Cowboys are... I like his little scarf, you know, tuck him in. Easily a 7. The reason I don't rate him higher is because I don't really like his gray fucking comb back hair. Yeah, he gets a 7. Next up is NATASHA Romanenko. Again, with the characters that it's just like the concept art, it's hard to rate them. I mean, I appreciate a lady in a suit. It's hard to judge because the art style is kind of ugly, but she's gonna get a 7 for sure. 7 for, you know, being a blonde lady in a suit. What can I say? Next up is Johnny Sasaki. He looks like Solid Snake, but yassified. Who yassified my man Snake? Who yassified Big Boss or Snake or whatever his fucking name is? Oh my god, with the fucking TikTok bangs. You took Snake and then you just watered him down. You shaved his beard, you got rid of his eye patch, you took away all the grizzled badassness that Snake has, and you fucking slap on TikTok bangs. It's gonna be a no from me. He gets a 3. He gets a 3. Next up is Sergei Gurlukovich. I mean, he's just an old dude. He's got big ears. Not doing anything for me. I mean, he gets a 2. Next up is Meryl Silverberg. Now we're talking. What a look. The fucking broom sweep hair. The red broom sweep hair. And she's got the bandana under there. Is that a fucking, like a wrist-mounted gun? That's cool. She's got the knee pads. She looks badass. She looks like she knows how to handle herself in a scrap more than half the characters in this fucking list. Easily the most attractive character so far. She's like a 9.5, so definitely better than the other 9s, but not quite at 10 level, you know? Next up is Sniper Wolf, again with the animal names. I look at this design, I'm just like, can I zip that up? Can I just zip? You're gonna catch cold. Girl, your titty's gonna freeze. It's not... She gets a 4. She'd get like a 6 if she zipped up. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Solid Snake himself. I don't know, is he checking his own pulse? Wait, is he like, that's probably actually that he's like talking on a comm to someone. There's nothing wrong with him. I'm not a huge fan of the chin strap beard, but I mean, he pulls it off. I like him in Smash. Would I let him smash? Yeah. I forget what I gave Big Boss. This is going to be divisive. Because, like, clearly this guy and Big Boss are the same person. Wait, he doesn't have the eye patch. Why did I think he had the eye patch? Maybe because I've seen Big Boss and thought he was Snake in the past? So is Big Boss, like, Snake from the future? I feel like Snake is definitely more attractive than Big Boss. So I'm going to give him... Again, I don't know what to give Big Boss. I'll give Snake an 8. He's not, like, I'd go crazy for him. But he's definitely attractive. I'll give him an 8. Next up is Solid Snake's Huskies. Obviously N/A, but I would like to see pictures of the Huskies because dogs are very cute, but we're just gonna move on from that one. Next up is Solidus Snake. Why is he fucking Solidus Snake? Is that him from even the more future or a parallel universe? Because he looks like fucking swole ass snake with weird fucking titty tentacles. They start on his titties. You can't deny me that. He's so uggo. This is like how you do a robot badly in terms of attractiveness and in terms of cool factor. This guy is not cool. He looks like he was designed by a 12-year-old. Motherfucker out here looking like a Bionicle. He gets a 2.5. What is the naming conventions here? We got Solid Snake, Liquid Snake, and Solidus Snake. How many snakes are there? And Big Boss? Are these all the same person? I feel like they're the same person. Venom Snake. What the fuck? Are you shitting me? There's... How many snakes are there? He's literally Big Boss. This is Big Boss. He's got the eye patch and everything. You cannot tell me that these are all distinct characters. If they're alternate universe versions or different from different times, I'll accept that. That would make sense. All my criticisms would go away. But you cannot tell me that these are all actually different people. He doesn't look as good as Solid Snake. He looks like Solid Snake, but like less solid. Yeah, he gets a 6. And last up we have Vulcan Raven. And the naming conventions of this game, honestly, you know, fuck everything I said in the past. They're fucking lit. They're so cool. I love the naming conventions of this game. Vulcan Raven, he's just a big muscle guy. He's got the fucking minigun. He's nothing special. I mean, he gets a 2. He gets a 2. I hope you enjoyed this stupid fucking video. Let me know what else you want me to rate in terms of sheer sexiness. American Presidents is probably going to be a no, but that's not the only option we have. If I missed anyone, leave a comment. I will rate them in the comment. If you want to watch me do more stupid videos like this, I'll have a link in the description to a couple that you'll probably enjoy. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking, commenting, even subscribing to my little channel. It does my little heart so good. I'll see you next time. Until next time, think of the characters you've seen today and think, which do you find the most attractive? See you then. Ching. I was about to end the video, but like I messaged one of my friends that I was doing this, and she was like, well, Snake is the best because of his fucking massive ass cheeks. And I was like, what? I forgot about his ass. I cannot fucking believe I forgot. I can't believe I forgot his fucking ass cheeks. Anyway, he gets a 10 of 10.